Hi, everyone. Amanda from Get a Girl Communications here again. If you have not noticed, my background is a different background. You can see me better in the frame. It just, in general, I look better on the camera. It's because my last laptop completely gave out. So my children were really nice and they pitched in and they got me a new laptop. So I'm so excited because it's actually working how it's supposed to. If you don't know me, I'm one of those people that when I'm used to something, I stick to it. Especially when it comes to my technology, like I just do not like upgrading. I do not like getting new technology, but we're in the day and age that you have to just stay up to date with the technology. And then if you hear my dog in the background, ignore him. He's, as we all know, he's a grandpa and he's just having a moment today. So let's get to it. As I've been sharing, I have been doing a lot of career fairs for this spring. And what I have noticed is does not matter what you're graduating with. And I'm having a little issue speaking today. Don't ask me why. But does not matter what you are having or take that back a bit. It does not matter what you are graduating with. See what I mean? My mind's not all here today. I decided, what do I need to do to help the most recent graduates or those that are graduating this spring or this winter? We are in a market right now where AI is really big. Companies are loving AI. Reason because it's making life just easier for everyone in general. And I tell my kids also, my son's in college. He goes to DePaul right now for film and production. And he's so anti AI. And I just keep telling him, like, if you stay anti AI, you're not going to get a job when you graduate. You have to grow with the technology. Because guess what? When the internet became a thing, you know how many people were anti internet? You know how many people were anti cell phones? So you have to grow with the technology. You need to stand out. So that's why I decided I need to come on here and I need to help these graduates. I can't say that word. I need to help them find a job. So I did a little research. I went on LinkedIn, started researching the people that I met at career fairs, took their resumes, and I'm like, I'm going to reach out to you. I'm going to try to help you, see what we can do to help you. First thing I did, I would look at their LinkedIns. Every single one of their LinkedIns, plain and simple, look like every single LinkedIn profile I've ever looked at. Second, the resumes. Really, it was old school resumes. Nowadays, you have to show what you can do, even if even if you haven't had a job in your career in like your industry yet, because you've been in school. You need to show what you have done in school that makes you someone that this company wants. Now, number one thing I'm telling everyone as well, you need to market yourself. Videos are, and my nail was weird in the blurriness. Videos are the way to go. On those videos, you need closed captioning because no one wants to listen while they're out in public, even though I do see people with their cell phones out and like no earbuds or anything. That is like one of my biggest pet peeves. Please, if you're one of those people, put those earbuds on. No one wants to hear your conversation. No one wants to hear your TikTok. No one wants to hear what you're doing on your phone. All right. Just a little TED talk there. Now, so we need to market ourselves. So there was one person in general that I really dug deep with marketing herself. Actually, there was two. One, it worked. The other one didn't want to give her all. So of course it didn't work. The one that it worked, she is in marketing. So I'm like her mentor, basically. She's graduating in May. She does have an internship with a grocery store. So she's doing all their like, or no, it's not a grocery store. It's an online protein bar, I want to say, like protein bar company. Anyway, so she does their social media. So we will connect like either once every other week or once every 3 weeks. And we go through the Instagram, we go through with everything that she's done. And because it's an online company, it's not like she can physically go somewhere and take pictures or videos of them like packaging or anything like that. So I've worked with her with how to get the owner and how to get the owner's employees to help her with content, basically. Now she's looking for a full-time job for when she graduates. And this internship she has, it will only be part-time if she stays on, but she needs a full-time job, right? So what we've been doing, I'm like, you need to use all your marketing that you learned to your advantage. You need to make your Instagram look like you're selling something, and that something is going to be your background. It's going to be your schooling. You need to take projects and you need to do a video of here's a project I did, or here's something that I've been doing in my internship, whatever it is. Take it, go on video, explain why did you decide you're going to do this as the post for the day, or what's your strategy with your content for the week? How do you plan out your content? How do you, whatever it is, take a project, one thing, take that, talk about it. Even if it's only for 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, you're just putting yourself out there. Okay. Other person that decided she was not going to, she was interior design. And she's just like, I don't feel comfortable in the camera, like in front of the camera, talking about myself. I just don't feel comfortable about doing that. Perfectly fine. So then let's have you just like take your posts, and you don't even have to videotape yourself. Just record yourself talking about it. Talk over the photo, talk over the project, whatever it is. You don't have to videotape yourself. End of the day, she decided she did not want to do any of that. She just wants to stay posting on LinkedIn. Hey, I'm looking for a job, whatever. She's still looking. And it's been about a month already. Now, the other person, the one in marketing, she has been doing everything that I told her to do. So she's been videotaping everything while she is creating content. And she even told her the company that she's interning for right now, she asked them permission, like, hey, she told them straight up, I can't do part-time, I need full-time. However, a way to also market, I'm going to be recording myself creating your content. And I'm going to be posting it on my LinkedIn, on my Instagram, on my TikTok. Are you okay with that? Because at the same time, I'm promoting your brand while promoting myself to try to get a job. They were 1,000% for it because they're like, oh my God, you are showing behind the scenes. We love it. We cannot do behind the scenes right now. We don't have the capacity to do that. Go ahead, do it, please. At least it's some form of behind the scene. So that's what she's been doing. 2.5 weeks of doing this. Guess what? She got a full-time job. And it is back at home. So she can go back home. And I'm so proud. She can go back home, live with her parents, save money, do whatever she's got to do, right? Until she gets on her feet. But this to me was proof, living proof that we are in a day and age today that you have to work with the technology. You have to. You cannot be one that's afraid to talk in front of the camera, talk in a microphone. Like, you have to be able to show who you are. Everyone is so sick and tired of seeing the same things coming in. Everyone's sick and tired of seeing on LinkedIn, hey, I'm open to new opportunities. Can you connect me with someone? I have almost 7,000 connections right now on LinkedIn alone. I should have more, but the last time I looked, which was like, I don't know, 6 months ago, it was near 7,000. So I probably do have more now. And that's my personal LinkedIn, not my Get a Girl communication, anything related with Get a Girl communications. But anyways, I don't even scroll through my feed anymore because I'm getting so sick and tired of the same thing over and over. And it's like, we need something different. If you're trying to show that you need a job, do something that makes you stand out. So that worked for her. Now let's talk about resumes. Okay, sorry about that. My dog was outside. We all know my dog is 14 years old, blind, deaf, barely can walk. He's a grandpa, and he was begging to come inside. And you probably can hear him right now because he wants attention. So just ignore him. Grandpa wants attention. So I'm petting him off to the side right now, trying to keep him quiet. But like I was saying before, I had to really get up and let the dog in. Basically, let's talk about resumes. So, what have I seen at the career fairs? Again, plain simple resumes. Education, summary, if you've had a job while you were in school, what you did, right? Clubs, all that. References upon request. Okay, let's change it up, right? Because that is what we see coming in our ATS all the time. Coming in through LinkedIn Recruiter or LinkedIn applications from job posting all the time. That's all we see. So let's change it up. Again, we're going to use your education and use your projects to your advantage. People like to see numbers. They like to see what you accomplished on resumes. They don't want to see the plain simple, I can do this, I can do that. They want to see what have you actually accomplished. So take your courses and have a section of course work, courses, course projects, courses, whatever it is. Make this it's just going to be another section, really. Put the title of the course, what you did, what projects, what you accomplished, what you learned. Easy as that. And use the courses that are going to be relevant to the job that you're applying for. So my son, I've talked about him before. He goes to DePaul University. He is majoring in film and production, and then he's going to be minoring in engineering. And recently, he actually just applied to a job at WWE for production assistant. Fingers crossed that they get excited and they do see him because we are a wrestling family. I'm just the wife of a wrestling fan, so I know a little bit. Anyways, so WWE, shout out if you're watching this. My son, if you want to know his name, he just applied over the weekend, the Easter weekend. If you want to know his name, shoot me a comment and I will tell you his name to look out for his resume. Anyway, so why this is important. So again, we're talking about resumes, college kids. So, I helped him create his resume this weekend. We went into the summary and I'm like, we're going to make this specifically for this job, for this company. So the summary, what I had him do was explain why working for this company, WWE, is important to him. Tell the background story that it's a generational thing in the family. Like your father started watching wrestling with his mother, and then your father passed it on to his children, and how everyone loves like the drama, the story, like just a drama. To me, I'm like, it's like a telenovela, right? Like, but it's different. But we even told my son, but for you, when you were younger, all the way up into now, you like the story aspect of it. You could predict what the stories were going to be about. And you would even say, like, man, this would be so awesome if they had da 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 and then turned it into, and then like a month later, we're like, oh my God, they're doing your story. It's exactly how you predicted it. But he's always been into the story aspect of it. Now my daughter that wants to be an actual wrestler, she's an all-star cheer. Like she's like, that's what I'm going to do. Like, everyone else can call it a dream, but guess what? That's what I'm going to do. So for her, it's kind of like we're kind of working it a little bit different for her. But anyways, for my son, so that was the summary aspect. Next, we did the courses. Okay, let's talk about this is what they are looking for. This is the softwares they're looking for. Actually, I lied. Under summary, we did softwares. Let's talk about like, do you have experience with this? Do you have experience with that? I don't remember the names because I'm not like a film person and I don't recruit for film. So I don't know the names. I know one was like Adobe Premiere, I want to say, but I could be wrong. Correct me in the comments and tell me what that is. Access, I feel like was another one. Anyway, so we went through the softwares that they wanted and he just explained where he like, this software, I know of it. I have not used it, but I watched YouTube videos. But obviously, we didn't word it like that. We worded it better for a resume. Next one was I used this one in this class. This is what I did with it. And we did that with all the softwares they were looking for. And the softwares that they weren't looking for that he has experience with, we just did the same thing. And then right after that, we did the courses. Here's like the job description. So then we took that job description, found the courses that was relevant to that. And again, ignore my dog. Found the courses that he's done or he's in right now that's relevant and tell them what project you've been doing. What did you do with that project? How long was the project? Just tell a story about it. And then they were also looking for someone that can handle craziness, basically, like a busy schedule and can work under stress, all that. He used to work at Kohl's. He did that a year and a half, 2 years. He did 2 holiday seasons. So we had him put that under, and then he worked at Chipotle as well. So I had him put that under and describe like why he's listing these because Kohl's holiday season, like it's very intense, blah, 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 blah. That was his resume. And again, fingers crossed. He just submitted it a couple days ago. So fingers crossed, WWE, comment below. Okay. I will hopefully one day have an update on my son for you guys. But I wanted to use him as an example. Now that I showed you like how I had him lay it out, can you see how different that is? It's not your typical resume. It's really going to have you be like, wait a second, this is like a story, right? Like he really read the job description. He really went into what we're looking for. Guess what, college kids? That's what you need to do. You need to show them I am what you're looking for. All right. My dog wants to go out again because, grandpa has to go in and out all day long. So if you want to talk more or if you want to learn more about what I experienced at career fairs for spring 2026, comment below. But as always, comment, share, and there goes Grandpa barking. Like, comment, share, get the word out there so we can help as many people as we can, especially students, get a job in this market. And also hiring managers, make a comment of what you like seeing. That will also help also. What do you like to see on a resume? What stands out? What have you seen that you're like, this is not what we're looking for, but I have to talk to this person. So share again and let's help each other out. Thank you. See everyone later. Bye.